Hello, and today we'll continue with Undefeated. Alright boys, hit the saddles, we're done for today. Hey fuck, that was a 10-minute plank, right before a 10-minute wall sitting cool down session. My core is killing me. Doing alright? As good as I can be. Are you nervous? No sir. I got the ball in the bag. We chat idly as we cool down, stretching each other out to make sure our muscles stay nice and limber. What do you think, boys? I think we should get some actual chairs so we don't have to use the wall. I think you should be thanking me now that you said, oh, was that payback for complaining about the time you dropped medicine balls on our abs while we did sit-ups? You're gonna need to be more specific about which time you were talking about. It lasts as we grow. It's a good workout, so all our complaints were lighthearted, but it was still rough. Red gets up and starts to gather things. I got a nice hot sour with my name on it. He comes in. The tier 2 sours are bigger and have actual hot water, so I'm a little bit jealous. I snuck in a few times when the tier 1 sours were full, but I don't want to make a habit of it. As we start to leave, the doors open and someone pokes their head in. Hey Coach, there's a fight in the cafeteria. Shit, alright, I'm on the way. Becca runs past us out the door. Right before it closes, a hand catches it, swinging it open again. You boys headed to the sours. Probably going together, right? Figures. Cole's waiting outside the door. He enters with a few other people, blocking us from reaching the door. We could just turn around and use the door near the back of the room. Red and I will have to sift through the rest of our classmates who are standing around behind us. Our classmates. The guys that made fun of Red earlier this week. I want to hold on to Redline's arm, but I feel like that will only make things worse. I can see his body trembling. Good one, Cole. You like that one, huh? Guess the fuckhole still has his hearts for me. Cole says Redline's a wall. When I moved to intervene, the group of men behind me pulled me back. I struggled strain to try to get free, but there's too many of them holding me in place. Get off me! I hear the words calling out to someone, anyone. There's plenty of other people in the halls. Can they not hear me? I give more resistance, more pulling, but one of them slams a fist in my side. It stings bad, but I settle. I remember that what Bucky said earlier this week. Pick my battles, whatever it takes to survive. Easy, kid. We just want to talk. Leave us alone. We're just talking, that's all. That okay with you, fucko? Willon's ears are folded down. He knows better than to try and make a break for it. Who knows what they'd do to me if he tried. Go, I don't want any trouble. I don't either. I just want to know what the deal is between you and Bruce. Bruce? He knows. Of course he knows. Bruce has been sticking his neck out for us for a while now. Redline hesitates, looking away from Cole. A deal? We don't have a deal, or, really? Because ever since he started hanging with you two fags, he's been a real fucking asshole. He's probably still sore from the arm wrestling thing the other day, but when he yelled that word, I felt a chill go down my spine. So what's going on? Huh? You let him hit it, and now you're all best buds? I got an in with the top dog here, okay, pup? I'm not gonna let some little freak like you ruin that for me. Hey, Cole, I'm sorry if... Hey, Cole, yeah. The rest of the men holding me back start laughing and taunting Red. He freezes up, trembling against the wall. You gotta start crying again. Again? Red looks like he's about to burst. Look at his face, he's fucking shaking. What? Spit it out. Say something. Or are you busy thinking about the last time I had you pinned up against a wall like this? No. You still see him in class the other day. Dude has such a boner for Bucky. Fuck off. Ugh. Another punches the Will. It's much harder this time. Will's looking at the ground as the rest of the guys make fun of him. No way. You're trying to get with a coach. That actually doesn't surprise me since you probably slept with every other guy here. He blinks and I can see tears forming at his eyelids. Come on, tell me. Who's got the biggest dick? Baby got a list somewhere. Oh, so he's actually crying. Are you gonna go tell me? You're just gonna go tell me, huh? Got one crying to Bruce? Or maybe you'll go tell Daddy. Because I know he fucking runs the place. He wishes, dude. He doesn't have family anymore. No. I breathed in my sack was taking the punches as I tried to get free. It hurts, but I can take it. I need to stop this. Huh? They died or something. Nah, they dropped his ass for being a faggot. Realion's eyes looked dead. Shut up! One of them plants a hook across my jaw, hard enough to set me dizzy. I take a few more blows for speaking out of turn. Everything hurts. I mean, who can blame him? Look at what they have to put up with. A yappy pup who swallows every cock he sees. Let me tell you, if I was you, like if I was a fag, I'd just kill myself. Do us all a favor. The door swings open and Bucky looks furious. Cole! I'm released as the men holding me scatter, scrambling out the back of the door. I drop to the floor, clutching my bloody snout. Bucky moves in closer and Cole backs off, holding his hands up as if to show he's unarmed. Redline looks mortified. What the fuck are you doing? Just chatting with my buddy. What are you doing? Redline looks away slowly for two steps. Then he turns around, stumbling as he sprints out the back door, down the hall. Zan, yeah? I start to run down the hall. It hurts to move. It hurts so fucking much, but I don't care. As I sprint, Bucky yells out a series of numbers, and I know exactly what he means. My ribs are aching. Those guys really weren't trying to hold back with those body shots. They probably would have gone further if Bucky didn't intervene. I don't care if I hurt, not right now. Not when Redline needs me. He's been hurting quietly for so long, so he has nobody to help him. So I want as much as I need until I can find him. Until I can give him the love he deserves. Until he's not alone. In Mercen's chamber, I type in the passcode. Bucky yelled at me, and the door unlocks. There's no one here. Not a glance first. Not a first glance. I charge into the room. Redline? Calling out his name might not help. He's trying to stay hidden. I have to find him. I hurry down the stairs, almost tripping over them. There he is, sitting on the shoreline, legs tucked against his chest, watching the waves. When he flinches when I call his name. Please don't be afraid of me. I hear him sniffle, and he turns to me, ears perked up, smile on his face. Hey, Zan. The smile is fake, his ears falter. He turns back around, probably so he doesn't have to let me see him like this. I move closer, slowly, calmly, and sit down next to him. Do you want to talk about it? He turns his head down, curled up tight into his knees, and lets out a shaky sigh. Do you ever feel like you weren't made for this? Like you're just some kind of mistake? I do. But I let him continue. I'm not supposed to be here. Why, the beach is only for tier 3s. And I got a short chuckle out of him, but the smile fades quick. No, I'm not supposed to be here. Like on this earth with these people. Like you feel like you don't fit in. It's more than that, bigger than that. I don't get people. I don't understand them. I feel like I speak a different language. Sometimes I manage to trick someone into being friends with me, but that never lasts for too long. That's a short pause. What happened with your friends? He lets out another short laugh, then sighs. I don't know. I was too much for them. I thought we were having fun when we hung out. but I guess they just felt sorry for me. Once they decided they were fed up, they just left. His voice starts to crack. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Redline tightens up more. I put my arm around his back and pull him into a tight hug as he sobs. It's just everything I do feels like a mistake. I never know what steps to take. Like I was a fuck up since birth. I mean, shit, my parents didn't even mean to have me. I just tagged along for the ride. Right, he was a younger twin. It must have been hard to not only be. It must have been hard to be not only the youngest and the smallest, but also to be overshadowed by his entire family. They tried to love me as much as they could, but I guess even that doesn't last. When? What happened with your family? A few more sticky breaths. I hold him as close as I can. Dad and Mom, too. They disown me. His voice cracks. I came out to them and they just didn't want anything to do with me. Mom said I could keep living with them if I didn't let it show. My dad is kinda an important businessman. They didn't want it to get out, you know? So I kept that up for a while, but I guess you know how hard it is to live like you're invisible. All too well. I figured I could just keep training up and make my parents proud. Dad really liked that some of his kids got into fighting and all, and it was something I was good at. He lets out a shaky sigh. So I asked my grandpa if I could join Fang, and here I am. Grandpa, you see? Yeah, my grandpa's a commissioner. That's why he's always been so nervous whenever I brought him up. He gave me special privileges to come down here without having to be scouted beforehand, so he's been under a lot of pressure to do things right. I can't fuck up, Xander. I know if I lose, I'll get fired, and if I get fired, then you have to go back home. Red curls up more. I don't have a home to go back to. They threw out my stuff. I don't have any job or anything above ground. I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. I'm not supposed to be here. I pull Redline into a hug, breaking through the cell he's formed around himself. He breaks down, folds over me, sobbing. I'm so sorry. That forces more sobs out of him, his arms curling around me as he finally accepts the hug. I'm sorry. I only hug tighter. I'm the one that's sorry. I haven't even tried listening to you, caring for you. I've been such a horrible friend to you, Redline. The least I could do is be here for you now. Please don't apologize. You don't deserve any of this. I'm here. You have me. You have Bruce. You have Bucky and Drayton. We're not going anywhere, I promise. The words I say only make Redline sob harder. Maybe this is the release he needed. I keep my hold tight. I don't want to let him go. After a while, he quiets down. His cries die down, his arms stained, wet from wiping his tears. I had a boyfriend before I came down here. He was really nice, but we had to break up. Said he wanted to keep me safe after I told him about my parents. And I get lonely down here, so you sleep around. I guess I said that a little bluntly, judging by his whine. I just wanted to be good for someone. But then Cole started making a big deal out of it, and I felt gross. I wanted that to stop. And it's not like I don't hear what other people say about me. And earlier this week, Mickey said some stuff, so I'm sorry if I did anything to make you uncomfortable. Hey, those guys go fuck themselves. You didn't do anything gross or invasive or whatever. I almost killed them for implying that you would. I know you, and that's not you. He lets out a short sigh. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. I'm so tired tired of feeling like I should be sorry for existing. It feels like everywhere I go, I need to apologize. You, Bucky, Drayden, Bruce, I can't stop wanting to apologize. For what? I don't know. For me. Because they got stuck with me. Some gay, autistic freak. And I like being around people. I really do. But all this pressure just builds up. And then it crashes. And then you come here. He looks uncomfortable. You like the beach a lot. When we were kids, my parents took us to our grandpa's beach house a lot. We had some holidays there, a lot of summer vacations. Grandma was sweet. I miss her. This was before I knew I was gay. Just a stupid kid. But I was able to be happy. Maybe things were better that way. I still have family. You'd rather have parents that don't love you? Redline looks away. I don't know. He takes a handful of sand and lets it run through his fingers. It felt real though. The sand collects on the ground. He clenches his empty fist. My whole life, I thought that no matter what happened, I still have them. I wanted them to love me so much, but I guess I had to grow up at some point. He sniffles and shakes his head a little bit. Sorry. Thank you for coming after me. I didn't want anyone to see what happened between me and Cole, so I thought being alone would help. Are you okay? They hit you pretty hard. It's nothing I can't handle. You hit me harder in our first day in class. Once. I feel really bad about that. It's okay, I promise. What's the deal with your friends anyway? Redline sighs. I was getting too close with them. Maybe I was reading too much into it. I don't know. But I asked Mick out. And he really wasn't about that. We're on this whole tirade about how annoying I was, how they only hung out with me because I was new. Whatever. It's their loss. There's a beat of silence and Redline laughs softly. Hey listen, I was really emotional after my last fight, but don't. You don't have to say things like that just to make me feel better. His hand is palmed down in the sand. I place mine on top of it, closing my fingers between his. I think you're great, Red, and I know life is really scary for you right now, but please don't think you're alone in this. He looks to the ground. He turns to me, pulling me into a hug. Thank you, Xander. His breathing is shaky but slow. I think he might still be crying, but his tail is wagging, clear as day. I want to tell you that I love you, but not now. Right now isn't about me. Thank you, Red. We stayed at the beach for a while. Went back and explained everything to Bucky. I had to talk to Drayden about the punches I took. Everything is fine except for the amount of reports Bucky has to file. We didn't want to cause too big of a fuss that would only stress Redline out more. He shouldn't be getting stressed before his fight. I gave him a hug and watched him step onto the elevator. The viewing room is filled with as much frat boy energy as it normally is. Bruce has already taken a seat, leaving one next to him open for me. Hey, yo. Anything interesting happened while I was gone? Just some commercials. Had to yell at some of these clowns fucking around out front. Dumbass almost broke the TV. I was Red, nervous. He said he wasn't, but probably he seemed quieter than normal. After what happened yesterday, I'm not surprised. You still gotta point those guys out for me so I can whip them a new one. Bucky already dropped a report, and I'm gonna drop them. Cole too. Getting real fucking sick of him. You think he's jealous? Phew, what, are you guys? You have been hanging around us a lot lately. Yeah, and I can have friends. Doesn't give him an excuse to be a bitch to Red. I feel like the other guys put him up to it. Probably didn't help that you kind of embarrassed him in the cafeteria earlier this week. That he should have thought twice about calling Red out specifically. Next time I see Cole, we're gonna have a talk. Just try not to do it in public. Nah, I'll set us up in a wing. See if Red wants to watch. Fuck, Red might actually really like that. That sounds like a great time. He'll probably try to join in. Red can fight me in the wing only if he can drag Cole's unconscious body out of it. Don't tell him that. He'll do it. Bruce laughs. We make a bit of idle chat before the TV dims, preparing the audience for the next fight. Coming back to the ring, give up for waging Redline. Are we still going with that nickname? It's on the seat. I'm looking at the seat. It's not on the seat. Bruce leans back, hands relaxing behind his head as his feet kick up onto the seat in front of him. Glad they're having fun with it. It's a catchy name. What can I say? For those out of the loop, Redline here kept his undefeated streak after a brutal knockout against Jesse a few weeks back. That's right, Red. Woo! Bruce claps hard enough to make everyone in the room flinch. And now he's back tonight after it's for an open challenge to anyone in the league. An open challenge? He's fighting a newcomer. That's what Theo said when they announced the fights. Maybe they got the scripts mixed up. And speaking of the devil, here he comes down. A chill runs down my spine. My heart tanks to the pit of my gut. No. Everything goes numb. What's going on? Why is Cole here? Redline looks just as surprised as we do. What the fuck? Trembling. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing one of our top heavyweight fighters, Cole. The crowd goes wild. My head feels fuzzy. Cole's going to tear him to pieces. This has to be a joke. There wasn't an open challenge. Redline is supposed to fight at lightweight. What the fuck? We have to go. We have to tell someone. We have to stop this. I stand up, starting for the door. We have to go find Bucky and find the elevator and take it down. And Bruce grips my hand. I pull, but I can't move him. It seems that Cole has accepted Redline's challenge. Cole charges in. The bell rings. The guys in the room start cheering. Red takes a step back outside the arena. He doesn't want this fight, but as Cole closes the distance, he tries to hold his ground. That doesn't last long. His little fist pummels into Cole's body, but he manages to get a hold of Red's arm. The arm breaks over the wolf's knee, accompanied by a gruesome snap. I feel my heart jump. Cole's got a hold on Red's busted arm now and pulls him closer with one hook to the body and an uppercut to the jaw. Red's knocked to the ground. Red! Our voice is drowned out by the men cheering for Cole. Red lands on his back, with Cole going down on top of him. I can see his mouth move. I swear I can hear his voice begging Cole to stop right as a fist smashes into his face. Look away. Bruce grips my hand tight as my eyes close. He doesn't want me to see what happens. I could do nothing but let out a desperate cry. 38 seconds. That's all it took. Well, no, that's not true. The actual fight only lasted for about 8 seconds. By then, it was clear Cole had no intention of stopping. And it took another 30 seconds for the security guards to ride the elevator down. It took 2 guards to pull Cole off. One of them had to use a stun stick just to make him stop. Bruce wouldn't tell me what the end of the fight looked like, but the men in the room made a big deal about how much blood there was. 38 seconds. That's all it took. That wasn't even the last fight on the card, but Bruce and I left anyway. We should have left earlier, but I think Bruce wanted to see for himself. I still don't know what happened. We were supposed to fight a newcomer, a lightweight. Or is this another one of the commissioner's lies? Did Cole set this up? Who knows? I feel dizzy. Bruce is going down to find the commissioner. I'm going to meet Red halfway in the med bay. I want to see him. I need to see him. I don't want to remember him with fear on his face. I need to see him happy just once, just to know everything's okay. Everything's okay. I need to keep telling myself that. The med bay's busy. I guess it would be on a fight night. Right away, I hear a crowd of people shuffling along with a hospital bed. That has to be him. I run to him. He's covered in a seat. Why is he covered? There's so much blood on the seat. I follow the bed as it moves into a room, only to be held back by a big doctor. Out. Doctors only. I need to talk to him. You saw the fight, right? He'll be lucky if he ever talks again. If you want to improve those odds, then don't get in our way. Please, I just need a minute. The doctor sighs, putting a mask over his face. Milo, come get your little project. He trudges into the room as Drayton comes jogging down the hall. Xander? I dive into him, hugging against his body. I need the warmth, the comfort. I need something to keep me here. His arms wrap behind me, and I start sobbing. There's nothing to hold back anymore. I don't think I could if I tried. Please tell me he's going to be okay. I don't know how long it takes Drayton to give me an answer. Let's go to my office, Xander. We wander through the halls for a few seconds, and I take a seat on the bed there. Drayton hands me a box of tissues. I didn't see the full picture, but I saw enough. Is he alive? Yes. He has a pulse, at least. McCall did a lot of damage, Xander. What about the medicine? The magic stick that healed me. It doesn't work like that, Xander. That speeds up the healing process, but it can't work perfectly if someone is shattered or detached. I feel like I'm going to throw up. If he pulls through, he's going to need a lot of work. If? I'm sorry, Xander. He has to. I know. I can't fucking lose him. That's enough, yelled. Wipe my tears and hug Drayton, who immediately reciprocates. I'm sorry. Shh, it's okay. Kane can be rude, but he's the best surgeon we got. He'll do everything he can. I hug into Drayton's chest, letting everything out. All this bottled up rage, fear, dread, love. Love. I still have told him I loved him. Why did I wait so long? Why didn't I figure it out sooner? I wasted so much time hating myself that I didn't let him in, and now it might be too late. I'm a piece of shit. After a few minutes, my sobbing dies down. I can breathe again. The room is spinning a little slower now. Drayton's been holding me tight, and it's helped keeping me from shaking too much. I think he started crying a little bit too, so maybe I was able to help him too. I pace at his hip starts to buzz and he pulls away, looking down at it. He sniffles and wipes his eyes. Shit, they need me in another room. Are you going to be okay? I let out a shaky breath. I guess so. I'll be back as soon as I can. Fight nights are busy. We've been asking for more doctors for months now. Will you be okay? Drayton pauses. I think I'm a little shaken up right now. I'm mad, confused. I have a patient to help. Yeah. You can stay in my office as long as you need. I'll be back later. He opens the door. Oh. Bruce is right outside, leaning against the wall. Sorry, I'm really sorry, Bruce, but I have to move. Drayton buzzes past and the dinosaur leans in through the doorway. Hey. The commissioner, he's on vacation until next week. Of course he is. Mike is still trying to get a hold of him, but yeah. He scratched behind his head. I noticed his hoodie has a bit of blood spattered near the collar and a tear in the side. Can I? He breathes in slow and lets out a sigh. Can you come with me? I don't think either of us should be alone tonight. I never heard his voice sound this weak before. I slide off the bed. Sure. Bruce says something that I don't fully register. My head feels fuzzy. I don't know what to think. I don't remember half of what Drayton said to me. Redline's in one of these rooms getting pieced back together, I guess, and there's nothing I can do about it. Bye, Red. My legs carried me as I followed Bruce back to his room. Neither of us tried to say anything. Thanks. You can sit wherever. I'll get you a drink. I floated to the couch. After some time, Bruce returns with a glass of water. I'm not thirsty. Fine. He sits down next to me. Do you know where he is? The commissioner, no clue. All his guards told me was that he's out for a week. You didn't hear anything else? Nothing from doctors or unless outside? No. Then dreading not. I shake my head. My eyes are already starting to wet again. Said if he pulls through, he'll... God, if... I hurry forward, sobbing into my hands. If... There's a chance he won't make it. There's a chance he's going to die tonight. Every time it comes through my thoughts, it settles a little deeper. I might not ever see him again. What did I do wrong? I could have kept him upstairs just a little longer. Maybe he would have been late and had a chance to escape. I could have won and stopped the fight once we saw how much danger he was in. Once I flinched to stand up, backing away from the couch. Bruce tried to pull me into a hug. I wasn't expecting his rough scales dragging across my back. He looks guilty. Sorry, I. Why did you stop me from leaving the room? What? When we saw Red, the fight, I wanted you to leave. I told you to look away. But you didn't want me to leave. Zan, what could you have possibly done to stop it? I don't know. I could have tried to get down there. And then what? Get past the guards? You think Bucky wants to lose two of you in one night? I lose balance for a second. You could have done nothing. You could have done something. You think I didn't try? Bruce stands up off the couch. His fists are balled. Anything would have been better than just sitting there watching. What else could I have done, huh? Give me some answers, Zan. I'm dying to know. He's practically yelling now. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm waiting. None of this would have happened if you didn't make Cole look like an ass. What? I was protecting Red. Look where it got him. You weren't there yesterday, Bruce. Red was crying. Well, fuck, I'm sorry I stood up for my friend. Knows better than how you've been treating him since you got down here. My heart stops. Maybe I should take a page out of your book and ignore the only guy that's been nice to me. Would that make everything better, Xander? He's moving closer. I have to stand my ground. As I'll tell you now, he's cried over you plenty. Don't. You probably knew that, huh? He fucking hates himself, Zan. What did you do to help? Fuck off. Lose control, stuffing into Bruce. Of course that didn't work, and he settles back, slamming my body to the ground. And now you're wasting time trying to pick a fight with me? Rich said doesn't deserve you. None of this would have happened if you just let me win a fucking fight. He freezes up, then grabs me by the collar of my shirt, lifting me off the floor. My attempts to get away are useless, even as my shirt starts to tear. What the fuck are you talking about? If you just let me win, then I wouldn't have to fight you. You could have been fighting Cole tonight. I could have been fighting Red. He wouldn't be dying in the fucking med bay right now. You don't know that. He freezes up, then grabs me by the collar of my shirt, lifting me off the floor. My attempts to get away are useless, even as my shirt starts to tear. What the fuck are you talking about? If you just let me win, then I wouldn't have to fight you. You could have been fighting Cole tonight. I could have been fighting Red. He wouldn't be dying in the fucking med bay right now. You don't know that. What the fuck do you know? It's your fault he's dead. My body goes numb for a second. The pain doesn't even fully register. I try to suck in air, but nothing comes in. Bruce slammed my body into the wall, his massive form towering over me as he bares his teeth in my face. He's going to kill me. He says nothing, panting as he strangles me. I beg. I think I feel blood trickle down my neck. My vision flickers to black. The last I see is Bruce's face, staring razor blades through me. Sit. Fuck, not again. I didn't mean to. My fault. This is all my fault. I did this. Zan. I'm so sorry, Xander. Please. Please. Xander. Please wake up. Yeah, so right here. So that was the most difficult part of the VN there. And when Drayden said that word if was enough to make Redline. It was enough for Xander to pause and think. Like, that was a big word because it meant that there's a chance Redline would not make it. So I don't know what is about his grandfather that I mean, does he really hate his grandson that much that he's trying to get him killed, basically? I mean, because he's gay. I mean, by having him go up against Cole, I don't know if the commissioner knew about Cole having such a hatred for Redline and use that to use Cole's hatred to pair him against Redline so he can punish Redline as a way, or what, I don't know. But this must have been the commissioner's doing. He must have put this match together out of spite with his grandson. And this way too far. Hopefully there'll be a good ending for everybody here involved. Well, the main characters anyway. Hopefully. Something's gonna have to be done about Fang. I think the authorities will have to look into Fang and investigate it. And if it's going to be in business, it will have to remove the commissioner, but he's an owner of the company. So maybe it goes out of business. I don't know. But apparently, the commissioner has something intense. He has something intense towards Redline. You know what I mean? Like intense, like an intense animosity. But again, we don't fully know the full reason why he is making his son go up against Cole. Like making him go up against somebody probably 3 times his size. So there's still a bit more to go. So I've already seen everything that has happened out of this. So I know what's going to happen, but later on we'll get to see what the commissioner has to say why he decided to put his grandson against Cole. In Xander, when he was in there with Bruce and he blamed Bruce for what happened, I mean, he was saying that out of anger and frustration. I mean, he was completely wrong about what he said. about if Bruce did this, if he did that, then this and that wouldn't have happened to Redline. I mean, you don't know that. I mean, you don't know if that was really true or not. That's just like what Bruce said, you know. But the fact is, you blaming Bruce because he wouldn't let you win a fight. But I mean, he's clearly frustrated, so he's not thinking clearly right now. He wasn't thinking clearly at that moment. But if Bruce did let you win a fight, most people will not believe that. People will not believe that, and the commissioner will not believe that himself. He probably will just put you in a rematch against Bruce. Anyway, I mean, you're not gonna get away with winning a match with Bruce giving you the match. I mean, that's just not going to work. I mean, if it just wouldn't look believable with Bruce giving you the fight, and it would not make any difference if Bruce did give you the fight. I mean, you still would be fighting him because the commissioner would just do a rematch, and he would expect you to give your all, and then you'll just lose. I mean, clearly Bruce is sympathetic with Xander, but he's not going to like blow his career for Xander. I mean, he wants to continue being a champion. I would not have expected Bruce to go that far, like giving him the match. Bruce did try to help Xander with escaping, but Xander turned that down. So Cole, he went back to bully Redline again, and all his guys, as well as the guys that used to be Redline's friends, all of them were cheering Cole on, and they even helped Cole by restraining Xander so he couldn't go in there and protect Redline. The guys that restrained Xander, the guys that restrained Xander, they punched him in his abs. So he was hurt, but anyway, that part when Cole he basically told Redline to kill himself for being gay, that was evil, really. No, evil, maybe a strong word, but that's basically what it is to me. I don't know about y'all, but that's what it is to me. I think the reason why Cole has such a extreme animosity towards Redline is because he was friends with Bruce, and once Bruce started hanging out with Redline more, that's when he got really mad at Redline and started bullying him. I don't know if he bullied him in the past or if it's just maybe he always did bully him, but once he started seeing Bruce hanging out with him more, he decided to bully him even more severely. But he did not like Bruce hanging out with Redline, and he even said that Bruce was an asshole to him, even though he's an asshole himself. Anyway, he believes that Redline's the reason why he hasn't been able to be friends with Bruce that much. I think he might even be closeted. He might be gay himself, and he might have feelings for Bruce. Could be. That could be it too. I mean, if you're that extreme towards someone for being gay, maybe it's because you're in the closet yourself, and that could be it. I mean, I think he has romantic feelings for Bruce. I mean, he doesn't completely act like it, but deep down, I believe he does. And he's trying to keep up with the tough macho male act, tough guy act. While Bruce has, I think he's like that for real, but he also does that, to keep up with appearances, to hide who he really is. So, I just don't like Cole at all. He's a horrible person. So I just wonder how this game is going to end. I wonder what's going to happen once Bruce confronts Cole. So that's definitely going to be happening. The commissioner, he is a big problem in the organization. He condones the toxic behavior that goes on in the organization among the fighters because he believes that to be aggressive and angry, that's a real fighter in his mind. That's a real man. And I think the reason why so many people in there are like that because that's what the commissioner condones, and so they act like that. I mean, I think a lot of people are already like that even before they join Fame, but I think with the commissioner condoning that behavior, it makes them act even more violent and just unpleasant, just hostile towards each other. Perhaps the kind of environment the commissioner wants and condones and encourages. So, because Bruce said that the reason why he hangs out with Redline so much because he's the only friend he got there. He's the only person who's been nice to him. So, apparently, Bruce is beginning the kind of treatment that Xander and Redline are getting. I mean, for him to say that Redline is the only person that's nice to him, it means that there's a lot of people down there that are mean to him also, because you probably think of him as a champion. Everybody loves Bruce, and you got toys of him and advertisements for him and all that stuff. You think people would love Bruce, but apparently, if that's the goal, if what Bruce said is for anybody to go by, it means that he's been suffering through mean people also down here in the Fang. So thank you all very much for watching. Bye.